Welcome to the SoberQ Podcast.
Hi, my name is Andrew and I'm an alcoholic. I've been sober for a few years now, and I'm just going to talk briefly on how we describe AA meetings to someone that's never been to one. Well, AA meetings are probably not what you'd expect, although you might. They're composed of a large mixture of men and women of different ages who all come together because they have a problem in common, or they believe they have a problem in common and they're investigating it. And that is a problem with alcohol. And there are various types of meetings. There are straightforward recovery meetings where people talk about their experience and how they're recovering now. There are identification meetings where people share a bit about their story. That can be useful for newcomers. It helps them identify. There are discussion groups, and there are also specialist meetings for people who may be gay or men and women who would prefer to, share without the presence of the other sex there. Meetings have a secretary who opens the doors, and the secretary will appoint, or the group will appoint, a chairperson. And that chairperson will call speakers, or they will introduce a reading or a guest speaker, and then there will be sharing on that topic. And the basic sharing is what life was like when people were drinking, what that decided them to get sober, how they approached AA, and basically what their life's like now. And this is a way in which we remind ourselves that we are actually alcoholics, and it works extremely well to give a sense of community and identification. AA calls itself a fellowship, and there is a reason for that, because people help one another along the path of recovery. As you go along, you'll find, various challenges that will come up in your sobriety. It is helpful to have an older member to talk to. This can be often referred to as a sponsor, but it could just be a friend, or you might have more than one friend. It's up to you. And there is a 12-step program of recovery, which you may have heard about. And that 12-step program basically involves admitting that you've got a problem with alcohol and cleaning up the mess and then helping other people. The way we stay sober is by helping each other. And so in that sense, it's a self-help group. There is talk about God in some of the steps, but believe me, you don't have to believe in God. I'm an atheist, and I've been sober a long time, and I know many others that have. It's entirely up to you. No one at an AA meeting will tell you that you're an alcoholic or that you're not an alcoholic. It's up to you to make up your own mind. And the only thing we ask for is a little contribution at the end just to pay the rent on the hall. So we don't keep records. It's first name only. It's called Alcoholics Anonymous for a reason. You don't even have to give your real name if you don't want to start with, and some people don't. But you've got to remember that when you're at an AA meeting, if you see someone that you know, the chances are they're for the same reason that you are. So if you think you do have a problem with alcohol, or you might have one, I would urge you to ring up one of the central office numbers, which you can get by Googling, and just attend some meetings. And we recommend that you attend quite a few first before you make up your mind one way or the other. And an important thing is get phone numbers. Get phone numbers from people. If you're a woman, get phone numbers from women, and vice versa for men. And that way you've got someone to ring if you're going a little bit bad. Anyway, hope this is helpful. Good luck.
If you would like to share your experience on a recovery question, visit the SoberQ Podcast website at soberq.com. Thanks for listening.